back to Good Morning Boss. Ngayon naman, Audrey, pag-uusapan natin ito, ang Philippine Overseas Employment Administration or POEA ay patuloy po na nagbibigay ng mga trabaho sa ating mga kababayan. And to know more about this information, let us all welcome our very special guest. This morning, we have Attorney Cacdac, Administrator ng POEA. Good morning, Attorney. Welcome to Good Morning Boss.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Dianne. Good morning sa inyong televiewers.
Alright, very exciting itong pag-uusapan natin, Attorney. Marami raw mga job opportunities ang nag-aantay para sa ating mga kababayan. So, gaano po ba karami ito?
Well, as usual, in demand ng Filipino workers because of the quality of work that they deliver, no? And for 2015, we are projecting still a great demand from the Middle East. Around 70-80% of job orders come from the Middle East. Lalo na given na maraming mga aktibidades, maraming mga events that will unfold in the coming years sa Middle East. Halimbawa, may Job Expo sa Dubai, Job Expo, World Expo, I'm sorry, sa Dubai that is up and coming. And with that, of course, mayroong mga infrastructure, hotel and tourism sector, and even the health sector openings. Kasi ang health sector will always support yung mga infrastructure projects and other business sector projects. And then sa Qatar, yung World Cup in 2022, and infrastructure, yung mga IT, and again, yung hotel tourism sectors in that regard. Of course, yung energy sector is still strong. Yung natural gas sector, halimbawa, in many parts of the world, sa Middle East, ay nagbo-bloom din yung natural gas sector dahil naghahanap ng alternative sources of energy yung Middle East. And then yung offshore work for our Filipino workers, again in line with yung search for alternative and traditional energy resources.
Sir, sa inyo po bang pagtaya, sa inyong record dyan sa may POEA, talaga po bang katulad noong 2014, lumalakas pa yung demand sa mga Filipino workers? Nagtitiwala pa po ba yung ibang malalaking bansa sa kakayanan ng mga Pilipino?
Yes, kasi ang Filipinos have a combination of yung quality, yung skill, yung devotion to work, and then yung English proficiency, which of course is very common, lalo na halimbawa sa Middle East, kung saan ang marami ring mga managers at maraming katrabaho doon ay English ang language, no? And many multinationals are branching out to many areas in the world. So again, English na naman ang common language dyan sa mga multinational projects all around the world.
Alright, sir. Siyempre marami tayong mga kababayan dyan ang talagang gustong umangat sa buhay kaya naghahanap ng trabaho sa ibang bansa. And we all know na marami rin pong mga fake employment agencies. So what advice can you give them or siguro reminders para hindi sila mahulog sa mga ganitong klase na entrapment?
Yes, that's a good point. Kasi as we speak of job opportunities at maraming demand for Filipino workers, yan ay kailangan mag-translate into the legal process ng pagiging OFW dito sa bansa natin. At paano ba mangibang bayan o maging legal OFW? Yan ay through a licensed recruitment agency. Of course, in accordance with the Registry of Recruitment Agencies in the POEA. Dapat under a registered employer. And of course, yung employer na yon has to have a job order that is registered as well with the POEA. And not only that, even yung mga empleyado, yung mga taong nagre-recruit, yan ay nasa talaan din ng POEA. And so, pwede rin i-check kung yung, aside from the company, yung mismong taong kaharap is really connected with the company.
Pero, sir, ano pong ginagawa ngayon ng pamahalaan upang maproteksyonan tayo tungkol dito? Dahil, of course, ang POEA magbibigay ng mga mensahe yan or naglalagay sila sa bulletin nila ng mga information about that. Pero, how do we protect, especially yung mga Pinoy na mga nasa malalayong lugar po?
Yes. Well, as I said, there is a process, no? First, there is a way in which one can be a documented OFW. So, yun ang unang step from protection. Second, as you said also, merong malawakang information drive ang gobyerno para mag-guide yung ating mga tao, mga kababayan, kung ano ang tamang paraan tungo sa pagiging legal OFW. Third, ang Department of Labor and DFA join hands abroad in terms of having labor attachés and personnel at assistance to nationals on site to provide protection. Yung OWA also has a foreign presence abroad. And then, meron siyempreng sa POEA, meron din kaming sistema kung saan mape-penalize yung mga nagkakamali violating erring recruitment agencies, yung mga recruitment agencies na nagpapataw ng napakataas na placement fees, halimbawa. Yung mga recruitment agencies na nanlilin lang, contract substitution, etc. So, pwede rin idulog sa amin yung problema para magkaroon ng solusyon.
Alright, so we've discussed about process, requirements, registration. Upon registration, syempre kapag ganap ka ng OFW, are there any programs or mga siguro projects under POEA na ginagawa para ma-ready or para siguro kahit magkaroon ng brief or background yung OFW dun sa pupuntahan niyang lugar o destinasyon?
Yes, as I said, there are two essential education programs for that. No? One is yung pre-employment orientation seminar, which is a general public orientation seminar, which incidentally is also online. Ano? At peos.poa.gov.ph, merong online facility to look at 8 modules at doon malalaman ng kababayan natin yung impormasyon ng pangingibang bayan, ano yung realities ng pag-abroad.
Yung kultura ng
yes,
bansa ngayon.
exactly. And second, yung pre-departure orientation seminar facilitated by the OWA. Ito na yung may nahanap ng trabaho at paalis na. So binibigyan ng pre-departure orientation seminar. Right now, we are engaging host governments in what we call the post-arrival naman, which is yung pagdating doon, bibigyan din ng briefing on the culture and the do's and don'ts and the rights of our workers.
Alam mo, Dianne, nung bata ako, naisipan ko rin mag-abroad, ano? At yung mga agencies nga, meron din silang mga posters or mga billboards na habang nag-a-apply ka doon or nagpaparegister ka, nandun na rin nakalagay kung sa inyong bansang pupuntahan mo at yung mga dapat mong ingatan at gawin, yung mga guidelines, meron ding pinapalabas doon ng POEA.
Well, actually, napakaganda nga ginagawa ng POEA kasi hindi lamang yung dun sa process nila sinasamahan yung mga kapatid nating OFWs, kundi hanggang makarating sila dun sa destinasyon nila, talagang alaga sila. So, yung safety and security nila, talagang inaalagaan ng POEA. So, speaking of mga pag-aalaga ng POEA, ano pa po ba yung mga upcoming projects ng POEA sa ngayong 2015?
Well, right now, I can tell you, just to finish off yung point about protection, there is a presidential task force against illegal recruitment. It's chaired by the Vice President at POEA ang secretariat doon. Government agencies come together to have strategies, plans of action with respect to combating illegal recruitment. Same with anti-human trafficking. Merong Interagency Council Against Trafficking. Yun naman headed by the DOJ, Department of Justice. So there is a joint government effort to combat illegal recruitment and anti-human trafficking. And let me say, nasa US State Department anti-trafficking report as well as this Global Slavery Index ng Amnesty International, well-recognized yung efforts ng Philippine government in this regard. Although I'm not saying na we should already put our guard down and rest on our laurels, we have to keep fighting illegal recruitment and human trafficking. But speaking of projects, let me mention yung aming Balik Manggagawa online facility. This is an online facility at bmonline.poa.gov.ph where returning workers who seek their exit clearance can get their own clearance online through a self-print-out mechanism, parang yung e-ticket no, sa airlines. They will just have to go update their profiles and then through an electronic payment facility pay the government fees and then self-print their OEC. No need to go to the POEA or any other government office to secure itong exit clearance. So yung BM Online, ulitin ko yung address, bmonline.poea.gov.ph.
Halimbawa, sir, ako po may knowledge about sa isang agency na gumagawa ng mga illegal na mga gawain, ano? Paano po ako magsusumbong sa POEA?
Simply lang, of course, may hotlines kami, 722-1144, 722-1155. Meron kaming, of course, pwedeng dumulog sa tanggapan namin. All over the country, every major city may POEA office. And then Facebook at Twitter. Nasa
Alright.
Facebook at Twitter ang POEA at ako rin mismo ay nasa Facebook at Twitter.
Okay, bilang panghuling katanungan ko po, yung mga magulang nanonood po ngayon, na ang high school pa lang yung anak at undecided pa sa kukunin nilang kurso, sa inyo po bang forecast, ano po ba yung mga dapat kunin ng mga estudyanteng mga kurso ngayon para magkaroon sila ng trabaho sa abroad? Ano po ba yung malakas talaga?
Well, siguro ang mapapayo ko ay, syempre wala nang iba pang paninilbihan dito sa ating bansa, no? At maiging tingnan ng ating mga kababayan, mga magulang, kung ano ba yung trabahong nakahanda dito para sa kanilang mga anak, kanilang sa mga mahal sa buhay. And essentially, maraming mga identified 16 job sectors under the DOLE programs kung saan pwedeng magtrabaho in various areas, manufacturing, service sectors, health sector, yan ang mga job opportunities, BPO sector, yan ang mga job opportunities sa IT, yan ang job opportunities in line here. Sa abroad, yun naman ay option lang nung nagkaroon na ng sapat na karanasan dito and gustong mga ibang bayan after many years of serving the country. So again, nandyan yung health sectors, infrastructure, mga engineers, civil engineers, architects, and then of course hospitality, tourism sectors, tourism professionals as they are called, and even sa services sectors, yung managers, as well as food and beverage sector.
Alright, so yan ang dami nating napulot na aral ngayong umaga. At syempre, payo na lang natin, mag-aral lang mabuti yung mga kabataan para mas magandang trabaho ang kanilang mapupuntahan.
At
Alright.
mag-ingat sa illegal recruiter.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. That was Attorney Hans Cacdac, Administrator ng POEA.